everybody. So we made it a little late to the party.
Finally.
Our apologies. And I'm gonna have to edit that intro because that was not the correct thumbnail.
That was for the last live stream.
But yeah, we made it. So thanks for joining us. We are Kim and Jim, a little stressed out.
Technical difficulties.
But we are here to show you. I can at least flip this because we don't have it yet. Oops, let's do it correctly. Oh, he's not showing the camera thing yet. Please hold. We'll show the camera. Sharing tips. Oh, it wants to do all the things before we can actually do it. I swear to God, we've streamed before, you guys. I swear.
Oh, so I'm just going to switch cameras.
Okay, we're going to switch cameras. There we go. All right. Oh, my Lord. Now is everything upside down again?
Nope.
Okay. We're playing Cyber Pet Quests. This is a new game that is coming out. Not quite yet, but it's going to hit crowdfunding, I believe, in April from Dead Alive Games. So they also brought some games that we really like, Lunar Rush and Omnicron Protocol. But this is a family weight adventure game.
It's a cooperative.
Yes, it is a co-op adventure. So the backstory, they've actually put a lot of time and effort into the backstory of this game, which is kind of fun to read along with. And I think that's something that families are really going to enjoy. And it kind of submerges you a little bit more into the theme of the game too, which is kind of fun. So Jane here. So Jane is a bionic cat. And are you sure these? Because like I just had to turn that around now. I'm pretty sure that's upside down. I'm pretty sure it's correct.
Don't look at the monitor.
Okay, I should not look at the monitor.
Flip it around.
Oh, sorry guys. Good God, you guys. This is the worst stream ever. And it's no longer, the settings not, so it's not zooming in so they can see it. So Jane is a bionic kitty cat. Her owner, Howard, has gone missing. So what we're going to do is play through the opening training scenario. And then hopefully we can get into like round one so that you can kind of see how the game, it does a really good job of teaching you some of the stuff first. And then he uses you into the story, which is really, really nice. So you get a chance to learn some of the mechanics and certain things that you should interact with or that you should do, and then you can move through it. But Jane is basically going to go through with her friends. So we have Clay, who is a bionic dog. And there's some traits and stuff in here that we'll explain as we go along.
Yeah, each animal has different abilities, different traits.
Yep, and then this is Feyre, a bionic raccoon. And then, so I will be playing as Clay and Freya, sorry. Got her confused with a character in a book that I'm currently reading. And then Jim will be playing as...
I'll be playing as Jane and Roman, the robotic Canada goose.
Yes. He's part of the Goose Mafia, as we say here in Ohio. But so there are different things, and I know that you've actually, the rules are sitting on the other side of the room.
I've got the updated rules.
Okay, cool.
Phone.
All right. I was like,
since this is a prototype, rules are in constant flux.
Yes, so. That's for sure. So, Dead Alive Games, thank you for sending us a copy of this that we've been able to play through. We've had a really good time with it so far. So essentially, we're going to start out in Jane's apartment, Jane and Howard's apartment.
Yes, and Howard is Jane.
What we're going to do is walk through round one. So it's a little hard to see in here, but each one of the apartment pieces. So there's two little cards here. Oh, Jim's switching the camera for us. So there's two little cards here, and they have three different segments, spaces essentially,
right?
That you would go through in the apartment. So we'll play through that scenario, and then we'll move on to the next part of the story, hopefully before we run out of time.
Sounds good.
As in run out of time in the stream, not run out of time in the game. That's not a problem.
Yeah, the intro mission is very easygoing. So
and I will say, like, so we're playing this at 2 players. You would just play all 4 characters instead of like just only using 2. So I believe all 4 characters are always used.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're playing solo, you're just controlling all 4. If you're playing 4 players, each player just gets a character,
Okay.
and then sort them out as necessary for 2 or 3.
Yeah. So and the characters actually level up as we go through things, which I think is pretty cool. So each one of our characters are starting on level 1, and they are going to have so their energy. So they are going to get energy at the start of each turn. There's a number 4 here, so each of them are going to gain 4 energy at the start of their turn. They have different health levels. So Freya, I gotta not say the wrong character name. Freya has 6 health, Clay has 10, Jane has 4, and Roman has 7. And so that's going to be tracked here, each of these player boards, so you'll be able to see where our health is for each one of those. And then there is another little thing here called luck. So at the end of our turn, if we haven't used all of our energy, and you'll use energy to move, you can use energy to interact with things or to search things. Anything you have left over, you can convert that into luck, and luck comes with different things that you do. Get extra movement. I'm trying to think what else you can use.
Yeah, there are items that you can get that have luck as a cost.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. In addition to the 4 energy that you would get at the beginning of each player's turn, you'll also roll these 3 dice.
Yep.
Which, as you can see, have little. Yeah, they have little symbols on them and clover symbols for luck. So you'd roll these at the beginning of each turn to get additional.
Keep talking.
And the goal in this first mission is to just look for clues as to where Howard may have gone.
Yes.
So we're searching the apartment, picking up items. And if you couldn't tell by the stack of cards here, by the massage chair, that may be where we could go to look up some clues.
That's usually a pretty good hint about where to find certain things. Now, to tell a little bit about the backstory of this, so they're living in a civilization where there are things like bionic animals. There are people, right, that have...
Yes. There are... bionic enhancements are just a way of life in this civilization.
Okay. Making sure that I was remembering all the backstory. And like I said, they did a really good job of building out some of this backstory. So we saw this game originally at Gen Con last year.
Yes.
They were doing previews. And like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be coming to crowdfunding here within an, I believe, April timeframe. But definitely follow Dead Alive Games. Sign up for their newsletters. And you can follow the Kickstarter. We did put a link to that in the description of this video so that you can go and sign up to be notified whenever that goes live.
Right.
But otherwise, let's go ahead and get started.
All right. So what we need, of course.
Listen, Siri. Siri wants to get in on this gameplay, and I've got to tell her that she's got to back out. No, listen, Siri. Seriously, stop. Stop it, Siri. We're playing a game. Thanks.
So one thing we forgot to put out here is the Pet Initiative deck, which is just a small deck of cards to show that you flip up to see which pet's turn it's going to be for this round.
Yep.
So
if this plays like our last game, it's one of Jim's it is it's Clay. I was gonna say it was almost one of Jim's characters every single time that we played.
So Clay the Aussie.
Looks like and so Aussie. And there are little animal meeples that are super cute that we'll use to showcase each one of our pets. And the blue cubes represent...
Those are spots in the apartment that you can perform an action to search for an item.
Okay, cool. So at the start of my turn, Clay is going to get 4 energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to move up on the energy track. And then I can do a couple of things. So...
Well, first you have to roll the dice.
Oh, yeah. First I have to roll the dice to see if I get anything else.
Any more energy.
Oh, I get 2 more energy. And only half a luck. So that's not going to translate to anything else on my card. You need at least 2 halves of a 4-leaf clover to get luck. And so now each of the characters does have So for 2 energy, I can move 1 space as Clay. That is going to be different for each one of the characters. I can also search for 2 energy. I'm trying to remember what
the pop run is just to
interact with something, and that's what there'll be certain things that maybe will interact within the apartment. And then I can also heal 3 health points for 2 energy is something that Clay can do. So Clay is very good at healing, which is really nice. So first thing I got to do is I got to move into part of the apartment. So I'm going to spend 2 energy to move Clay here one spot in the apartment without moving the whole game over. And then I still have 4 energy left. I'm thinking I would like to investigate or like search, like, so use that, take my opportunity to search for whatever that little blue cube is. So that is 2. Doop, doop.
So then we will get you the item deck here. Let me shuffle that up.
And this little section here will come into play in just a moment. So we will explain that here in just a second. Okay, so I'm getting a hacking device that is going to use during this pet's turn. And this is, so I've got spaces here above each one of our cards to put an item in. And it is choose a sim within 1 space from this pet and then move that sim 2 spaces. So the sims are going to be these characters that we are going to be kind of battling against.
They're basically kind of the bad guys.
But that's going to be an item for me. Now, when it says use during this pet's turn, that doesn't mean I have to use it instantly. It still goes up here in my little item.
Right. You can wait. You can wait and use it. Use it at a time that's most advantageous for you.
Yep. So we're going to leave the hacking device there for right now. And I think,
and since you searched there, take that cube off.
Oh, yes, because that's already been searched. Okay, and I think we're going to go ahead and we'll say that's the end of Clay's turn. So
Mute. There, how's that? Can you hear us now?
All right. Ken, I know that you're out there. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know if you can hear us now. We've been having trouble with this microphone. It may get retired after this stream, like, because I may throw it out the window. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Great. Thank you. Right, so, thanks for the heads up, because that would have been a really boring stream for everybody else when they watched it back.
I don't know what the last thing that we heard was, but Roman, as a Canada Goose, since he can fly, I can spend 3 energy to move 3 spaces.
Okay.
So I went ahead and did that. So I moved over to space number 4 over there where the massage chair is. And now I have a choice. I can just search for an item to add to my cache. So he would have more options on things to do in the future. Or on the massage chair here, it gives me the option of doing the search action to flip the massage chair over and advance the story.
Yep.
So I think I will go ahead and do that. So I will spend 2 energy for him to search, and we'll flip over the massage chair.
Ooh, okay. You want to just read that card since it's
this is a very small print, so it doesn't matter how good our camera is, you're not going to see it. The chair is big and bulky, but you see that it's on some rollers. So maybe with enough bang, it's the symbol for attack. And this says deal 4 damage or 4 bangs to the chair to move it and reveal the pet collar's objective.
Okay.
So we just had to deal 4 damage to the chair. Now, one of the other, no, I guess it's called impact.
Yeah.
So 4 impact. Now, impact is something else that we can do, but it's one of the things that's limited to once per turn.
Okay.
Now, I can spend my last energy to deal 1 impact to it. So I would think I will go ahead and do that. And I'll just use one of these red cubes to show that we are dealing impact damage to it. They're dealing impact to it, not damage. We're searching it.
I know, Ken. I would like a massage chair at home too. Like Jane and Howard haven't made. They got a massage chair at home.
Right. Okay, so that is Roman's turn.
Do you have any? And you don't have any energy left.
I do not have any leftover energy.
Oh, thanks. And there are some really nice player aids that came with this. What I really like is actually, like, I'm going to pause for a second in the play. So this actual piece here that I kind of showed you that is the kind of lid of the box, that's as big as that game as the game is. So there's a lot of game that fits in here. And there are some really nice rules reference cards that have icons on one side and then basically it's probably hello. We got a different microphone, but we don't know if it's the right one.
All right.
Okay.
Test. How's that?
So it sounds like the last thing Ken heard was after he had no more energy. So we might want to talk back through Freya's actual turn.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 4 energy at the start of our turn, plus 1. So there's the 4 plus 1. And then what I was starting to do was I have to spend 2 energy. That'll take me down to 3 for Freya to move 1 space. I'm going to let Jim reach that because my arms are short.
There you go.
And there's really nothing else. So the only other thing I could do is spin. I can do, it's a little hard to see here on the card, but like moving and using the microscope, Lord, investigating, right?
Right.
Everything that's right here, you can do that any number of times on your turn. Doing an impact, you can only do once on your turn.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and spend another 2 and move again. And then that looks like, yep, that's about the only thing else I can do. Because the only thing I can spend 1 energy on
is an interact.
Which we don't have anything in that room to interact with at this point.
Nope, not at this point.
Okay, so then I'm going to convert that extra energy to luck for Freya, and then we are now going to have Jane's turn.
She's the last one. All right, so she gets her... Oh, no, that's Roman. She gets her 4 energy.
Oh, okay.
Plus 2 more and a luck. And for her, it's 1 energy is 1 move.
Which is really nice.
Yeah. So then she can investigate for 2. And it takes 3 energy for an impact. So I can move 1, 2, 3, and then use 3 energy for an impact.
There you go.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 energy.
So she's moving 3 spaces.
1, 2, 3 spaces.
And if you can't quite see it, I think you can probably see it. Okay, each one of those sections are numbered, so also when you're setting up the game, you know how to set up the different spaces.
Then I'll use her last 3 energy to add 1 impact
to
the card. So we just need 2 more.
Okay. All right, so that ends
the round.
Oops. Oh, Jim's got a zillion things.
So we will shuffle up the pet initiative deck.
Flip one. Oh, Jane gets to go again.
Jane gets to go again. So again, we'll do 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then roll the dice. So I get 2 more energy again. Which means that I can spend 3 to add 1 more impact. And then for Jane, whenever she does her impact, it also gives her the option to move 1 space. I didn't take that last turn, but this turn I think I might. So just kind of move over 1.
Okay.
And then I will use 2 energy to search for an item here. So let's take something off the item deck. And I have nanite bandages. So I can use it during this pet's turn. This pet or a friendly pet within 1 space of this pet may heal 3 damage.
Ooh.
So that's a good one to have. Not yet in this
scenario because we're just investigating, but there is some stuff that comes into play where
there
can be some stuff happening.
The intro scenario, there's no enemies. This is all very basic. Getting the movement down, learning how the energy management is.
Go ahead.
And that is
that's Jane's turn.
That's Jane's turn.
You have 1 energy left.
1 energy left. I think I really don't need to move back because she can't do anything once she does. So I will just convert that to a luck.
All right, cool.
And then the next one is Clay's
turn. So first Clay gets 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll roll some dice. I get another energy and a luck. All right. So Clay wants to get in on all this fun stuff that's happening. So I have to spend 2 energy to move 1 space.
Right.
So let's do that for sure. Doop, doop. Oh boy. Okay. And then I need to spend another 2. But Clay already has an item, so I you are limited to 3 items, so I kind of
Right.
want to hold off there and not investigate. So I think I'll go ahead and spend another 2 to get over here with my buddy Roman. And then that's going to end Clay's turn. So we'll... And I do want to point out, as you see us moving up the luck trail, you do cap out on 7. So once you hit 7 luck, even if you would receive any more, you can't go up any higher on that track.
Right. And it's the same thing with energy. It caps out at 11.
Mm.
All right. So now we flipped up. It is Roman's turn. Roman gets his 4 energy. 1 energy and 1 luck.
Yep, because there's 2 halves to
2
it.
halves of a clover there. So Roman is going to go ahead and spend 1 energy to add the last impact to that card.
That's right, because Roman only has to spend... Roman is another one who's really good with impacting, because he does have an option to only spend 1 energy.
And that reveals the pet collar's objective.
Ooh. And so we're going to flip that one over. And I will explain that one. So there's actually an interlude here that we're going to read too. But under the chair, you see a bunch of blinking circular objects piled on top of each other. And so this card tells us to read Interlude 1, then uncover the map device objective.
All right. Let me find that in the instructions.
Wait,
here.
do we do that once we complete it? No, that's we...
Oh, yeah, we have to...
Yeah, sorry.
We have to search that first.
Whoops! I skipped ahead.
I was going to do that anyway. So,
okay, good.
So we can read the interlude.
Okay, so then we can read Interlude 1. Do you want to go ahead?
1. Under the massage chair, you find many copies of Howard's experimental pet collar. Howard has designed the collars to help regulate the energy in a pet's robotic parts, as well as improve their reflexes. All of the collars suddenly begin flashing and beeping, like they had all linked up somehow. You think it would be a good idea to have everyone wear one of the collars, especially since it'll be dangerous out there. Then it says, distribute each pet's collar with the pet's name in the art and set it at the level 1 side.
All right, so what we're doing now is we're actually getting those particular... These will go here in the charm section. Right?
So these are...
The camera's not doing the thing, so just... There's no point in holding it up there. I don't want everybody to strain their eyeballs. And we'll put, like, I know it's a lot hard, like, we don't have quite as much space, so as long as one... Know that each pet has them, and...
They all do the same thing.
They all do the same thing, yep.
So, speaking of doing the same thing, with the pet collars, we can spend 3 luck to either gain an energy or dodge if in the same space as another pet.
Mm-hmm.
Dodging hasn't come into play yet because there's nothing attacking us.
Yep, but once it is, that'll come in handy.
Now, he's got 2 more energy, so why not? He will use that last 2 to investigate and flip the map device.
Nice.
It says, after you remove the pet collars, you notice another small device with a dark screen and a blinking light. And that is... Interact to finish the round and then read conclusion 1. Now that's obviously not going to be on Roman's turn because that was his last
He's
energy.
all out of energy.
So now we move on to Freya's turn.
All right, so get our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll our dice. Ooh, we're getting 2 luck and 1 energy. And so... Freya's going to need to spend 2 of that to move to that space because I need to be in that area where that I can't just interact with that from a different section of the apartment. I have to be where that's lined up.
To search or manipulate.
And so for that one, I only have to spend 1 energy to do that.
Or interact.
So I will go ahead and interact with...
All right, so we finish the round and we read conclusion 1.
Conclusion 1. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Tired after their pushing and shoving, the pets celebrated their success. High fives with paws and claws. Jane thanked them and investigated the device. She tried pawing it, but only when she looked directly at the screen did it activate itself. It seemed like Howard had used her face as one of the ways of unlocking the device. How fortunate. All of a sudden, floating above the device, was a ghostly projection of what Jane recognized as a human map. All 4 pets gazed at 2 red dots flashing on this map, and 1 red dot had the familiar face of Howard next to it. Jane noticed that the other red dot moved a little when she walked around the house with the device. She concluded that the moving dot had to be the device she was holding. If she could somehow get both dots to be next to each other, maybe she'll find Howard. Pleased with her new intelligence and armed with this device, she really hoped that they might locate her owner. The pets were discussing what to do next when they heard a loud banging on the front and back doors. All of a sudden, both doors burst open, and it was those strange humans Howard called Sims. And they're spelled C-Y-M-S.
Right. You can see that here on too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the video game, The Sims.
Yeah, legally distinct from that, yes. They'd been drawn to the pets for some mysterious reason and were moving towards them. In the rewards, each pet gets 1 pet collar charm to add to their board, which we've already done. Next, proceed to Chapter 1, The Apartment.
All right.
So that was the end of Chapter 0.
So as you can see, that just kind of gets you familiar with remembering to roll the dice to get your 4. Oops, I didn't finish. Doop, 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 doop. Just getting used to the mechanics. You get your pet collars, and now you can kind of get started. So I think we're okay. We still got a little bit of time here. We'll go ahead and play into Chapter 1.
Right.
Or Scenario 1.
It's Chapter 1.
Okay. That way we can let everybody see a little bit more about what the Sims are and what actual, interacting with other things, as well as interacting with the Sims. Meanwhile, while I look for a new microphone, since this one decided to really act up tonight.
So let me go ahead and get this set up for Chapter 1. Red and blue go in space 1.
And so, little meeples you're seeing now is setting up. So the instructions will kind of explain to you how to set up each scenario, each chapter, so that you know which cards to use. There are other parts of the city. So obviously the story doesn't just take place here in the apartment. There will be other places within the city that they're going to go. For what we're playing today, we're just hanging out in the apartment, but there will be other parts of the city. So I think you can have up to 3 cards for one of if I remember correctly. Is that right?
I believe so.
And then with your Sims too, you also pick how complicated that they are. So you've got levels that you can play. We played this on easy a couple times, and I do like that it gives you those options. So
we'll try medium tonight.
Yeah. So if you're just learning and that sort of thing, then you can start on easy, and then you can work it up to a little bit harder without completely making it way too hard on yourselves when you're first learning the game, which is kind of nice. And then it also gives you instructions as to which of the Sims you'll be engaging with during each scenario.
Right. Well, Chapter 1 has 4 set Sims.
Yes.
So go ahead and just put those randomly on those colors, and that will tell us which Sim is which color meeple.
So this is glitch. I'm going to read these out. Tech support. So target closest pet instead of pet with aggro. If tied, it's the player's choice. And then Punk Girl is going into green. So eye for an eye, passive. Immediately when stunned, deal 2 damage to all pets within 0 spaces.
Mm.
The next one is McFly, which is a parting blow. When moving out of the space, take 2 damage.
Yeah, the board's not laying flat right now.
Whoop. Okay. And then Bonsky, focused, attacked and move, plus dealt after each. And so the background color of each of those, it's very hard for you to see because there is probably a glare on that. That is the representative meeple color of each one. So
yes.
I don't think there's a way for me to not have that glare. So maybe I move them just a smidge one way or the other. Can't see. No, does not look like any of that is helping. So we'll just keep calling out who's who. You can at least see the colors.
No, we don't need this one anymore. So now we've got additional options there in the kitchen and in the study.
Yeah, so these will look a little bit different than what we've had before.
All right, so now I can, so we've got a separate initiative deck for the Sims. Because one of those will go after each player's turn. Or no.
I thought it was like one of our turns, one of their turns, one of our turns, one of their turns. I was pretty sure.
Double check.
I was pretty sure that's how that went. Double checking the rules. We played this a few times, but it's when everybody's watching is when you tend to go, wait, what was that again?
Yeah. I'm sorry. So there's an aggro token.
Yep. So aggro tokens will be used when you can move around quietly, stealthily almost. But then if you do decide to engage with one of the Sims, then obviously you're the one that's being kind of aggressive. And that aggro token then helps direct which character the Sims would attack first in a situation.
Right.
So you could be sneaking, and there's different movement cards, and you have to decide at the start of your turn if you are sneaking or if you are going to be attacking. And then the player then you would take the aggro token if you're going to be, depending upon what you're doing.
Right. Okay, so I think we're all set up here. So let me go ahead and read the intro here.
And like sneaking stuff will also, like if I want to be quieter, then it does take me like an extra energy to do basically everything.
Okay, so intro to chapter 1. To Jane, the Sims were their enemies. These were the scary ones who had changed and brought destruction to the city. When they entered the house from 2 directions, she knew that she and her friends had to fight. The pets could not just run past them. Jane knew the strange humans were too fast and too strong. While living at the zoo, Jane learned from the other animals how to defend herself against the increasing numbers of Sims on the streets. A good impact to the head by something heavy usually did the trick. Armed with that knowledge, Jane quickly thought of an effective tactic. They could stun their Sims with the metallic parts of their bodies and heavy objects around the house. Jane immediately told everyone to investigate the house for anything that could be useful. Okay, I wonder if that's the pots and pans and bookshelves cards we laid out.
Could be.
Once they'd stunned the Sims enough, they could escape. The front door took them to the busy main street where there might be more strange humans, but it led to one of the big moving metal boxes used by the humans that could be useful. The back door led to the backyard and an alleyway with a locked gate. If the pets could get through the closed gate there, perhaps they could quietly slip away. So this one has success and failure criteria. So we need to, in order to win this chapter, we need to meet these conditions.
Okay.
Each of the 4 Sims has been stunned at least once.
Okay.
At least one objective card has been interacted with.
Okay.
And that would be the pots and pans or the bookshelves. 3 or more pets are at either the front door, space 1, or the back door, space 6.
So this is space 1, and this is space 6.
And no pet is KO'd.
Oh boy.
And failure, if any pet is KO'd continuously from the start to the end of a round.
Okay.
Or if the success criteria is not met by the end of round 4.
Okay.
So we have 4 rounds to escape the apartment.
So it does give you. I think that kind of helps keep the game moving along too.
Yes.
Like if I that way you're not just here forever trying to do the thing, which I think is good. Okay. Well, do we start a new initiative? No, you've got them all shuffled.
I've got them all shuffled. So now,
all right, let's see who goes first.
It is Freya's turn to go first.
Okay, so we're gonna get our 4.
Which means, are you going to go sneaky or are you going to aggro?
I'll go aggro. Why not? Uh-oh.
You got a luck.
So I got a lot of luck. I need to remember that I can spend 3 luck to gain extra energy. I'm going to go ahead, and I can do that at any time on my turn, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I want to be able to move Freya over 1. So I got to spend 2.
Right.
But then I also would like for her to be able to interact with the bookshelves. Wait, I don't think I want to do that yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to do that yet. Okay, then I'm.
Well,
okay.
Maybe. I mean, technically, we don't know what the bookshelves.
I know.
Can do.
I feel like I accidentally just metagamed because I know what the bookshelves do because we've played through this before. All right, I'm not gonna interact with the bookshelves yet. I'm going to.
No, I said go ahead and investigate the bookshelves.
I don't wanna.
Why?
Because Freya wants an item, so I'm gonna do that instead. So I'm still spending the 2, but I'm gonna look for an item instead because a cat video. Use when any sim targets any pet. So these are different than the other 2 items that have to be used on a pet's turn. And that sim skips its turn. That could come in clutch.
That could come in very handy.
All right. I hadn't seen that one yet. That is not one that had come up at our place.
All right.
Okay. And then I only have 1 left. There's not a whole heck of a lot I can do with 1. So I'm going to just take a luck back.
All right. And then we know it's a sim's turn now.
It is a sim's turn.
So the red one goes.
I guess I shouldn't have gone aggro, but that's okay.
So the red one goes.
Okay. And here, let me grab it again because I can't see it from there. I'm old. Target closest pet instead of pet with aggro if tied player's choice. So it's that one would then actually end up targeting Clay or Roman because they are but
they're in the same space.
Can it move that far?
It can move 2 spaces.
Okay, so it's only going to be able to move. It's not going to be able to get there.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
And it deals 2 damage to all pets, and it takes 3 impact to stun them.
Yep. Okay. Oh, you moved the house, and therefore these fell. I don't know if I have anything heavy enough to sit on that to keep it. I don't know that I do.
I don't think so.
Well, nobody wants to see my hand sit here for the whole stream, so. Okay. All right. That's my turn then.
So that is it. No damage was dealt. You got all the charms and everything. Now it's Roman's turn.
Okay.
Roman gets 4 energy.
I was like, when did you start? Are you going aggro or sneaky?
I'll go aggro.
Okay. Ooh, you're getting all the luck.
So I get 2 luck, but no extra energy.
No extra energy.
So what do I want to do? So I can go ahead. So I'll go ahead and spend 1, 2, 3 energy to move 3 spaces, and I'll just move out to the back patio. And I'll spend my last energy dealing 1 impact to, we'll say, the green sim. And that is it for Roman's turn.
Alrighty.
So now we'll do the Sim's turn. Uh-oh. The green Sim.
Okay. So that one is Punk Girl. Immediately. Oh, that's just passive. Immediately when stunned, deal 2 damage. So that's.
But she's going to move towards whoever has aggro, which is Roman, who's already in her spot. And she'll deal 2 damage to all pets in that spot. So I go down to 5 hit points.
Uh-oh. All right. That's no good.
So that is it for Roman's turn. Oh, wait. No, I forgot about Roman's trait. He has metallic wings, which means he reduces damage by 1.
Oh, nice. That was going to say, that would have been the end of the green Sim's turn. Roman's turn was already done.
Sorry.
It's okay. I was just making sure you realized.
One thing we also missed. Anytime damage is dealt to pets, they may roll a dodge die, which is a special die.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We forgot that because we didn't have it in scenario 1.
So the way dodges work is that each of the character cards down here will have a little table showing which sides of the dodge dice they can use. Roman can only use the die with a single dodge, one little feather symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the others will have a luck symbol. So if I roll those, instead of dodging the damage, I will gain a luck.
Oh, and you actually dodged that.
Which is good.
Yep.
So that's the end of that turn.
So now we go back to the pets.
And it is Clay's turn.
Okay, so Clay's going to take the 4 energy. And Clay is here. Whoops. Woo! Clay's getting a bunch of energy. 1, 2, 3. All right, Clay, what are you going to do this turn?
Oh, are you going to take the aggro?
I don't know. I'm thinking. Actually, yes, because I think Clay is going to come over here. Because I got some extra. I'm going to take 2, and I'm going to Sim is. And then I can it's either 1 energy for 1 impact, 3 energy for 2 impact, and I don't have enough. I could spend, it's 6 energy for 3 impact.
And 3 impact would instantly stun them.
I kind of like that idea. And I've got plenty of luck. So
right.
1, 2, 3 luck to up that to 6. And then I'm going to spend all 6 to do 3 impact to the red Sim.
Go ahead and just place that on the red Sim. And we'll
so 1, 2,
do that.
3, right?
Do that just to show that they're stunned on the board. Because normally you lay the meeple down to show that they're stunned.
I don't know that you can really tell on stream. but okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like it's the same thing with the pets. You would lay them down to show that they're stunned. But with the overhead camera, it doesn't work so well. So that's is that it for?
Yep, I think
Clay's
that's all.
turn?
I think that's all Clay's going to be able to do.
All right, so then we will go to the Sims. The blue Sim.
Okay. So that's McFly, and that is another passive. So when moving out of his space, pets take 2 damage, right?
Okay. Yeah, since nobody's starting in his space.
Yep, he's way over here on the end.
So he moves 2. And then deals 2 damage to all pets there.
Oh, darn. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 damage. I guess I had that come in. I'd stunned his friend.
Well, remember, you move that back up.
Oh, that's right, because I get to roll the dodge die.
Right.
Come on, blue feather.
And it's Clay, not
Whoops.
Freya.
Nope.
But you get 1 luck.
But I get a luck. And this has 2 feathers on it. However, that comes into play, I think, later as you level up. But in this case, you just need the 1.
Clay can only use the 1.
So even though I got 2 feathers, that is not what Clay needs to be able to dodge.
Right. All right.
Now it's the Sim's turn.
Yeah,
That
was the Sim's.
was the Sim's turn. That's right.
So now it's Jane's turn.
So you're gonna be aggro. You're gonna be sneaky. We've never been very sneaky.
No.
Anytime we play, we just sort of go for it.
Okay. So, because that's the thing, Jane's only got 4 hit points. She's not very.
Yeah, she probably doesn't want to be the one getting attacked.
Right. So
take her 4.
So we'll take her 4 energy.
That's not Jane, but thanks for trying.
Oh, sorry. 4 energy.
So you're gonna be sneaky.
I think I'll be sneaky. I get 2 extra energy and 1 luck. Okay, so I think I want to investigate for 2. And we'll take a look at the bookshelves.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is the back of this card says these shelves aren't bolted to the wall and are leaning forward. If one of the pets jumps into the gap, it might crash down. So now you can take and interact to, and it says it stuns all Sims in this space. Read interlude 2. One-time use.
Okay, I guess I could have explored that earlier then. I forgot. I was thinking that if I had done it right then and there, then it would have tipped them over, and I didn't want to do that yet.
Oh, actually, since I was sneaking, it's 1 extra energy to search.
Being a cat, being sneaky.
Being sneaky. So I think I will do.
Yeah, so you got a little bit of energy left.
So I'll go ahead and use 2 energy to move 1 space. And that is all I can do.
Okay, so then you can trade your.
So trade 1 energy for a luck.
All right.
And then it's the Sim's
turn. And
it is the yellow Sim.
All right, so that one is attack and more 1 damage dealt after each space moved.
So it's going to move 2 spaces towards Clay because he's got the aggro token. And then he's going to deal 1 damage to Freya. And then you would still roll the dodge dice because it's any time it's.
Oh, I hit stuff, but I also dodged it.
Oh, you dodged that anyway.
Yep. Which the first time we played this, we were not good at dodging.
It's going to move there, and she's going to attack. She's going to attack Jane now for a damage. So let's see. Jane's very nimble. She can use any of the feather sides.
Oh.
So she dodges that.
Nice. Yeah, we did not dodge very well the first. I remember when we played through this one the first time.
And then.
I think that's it.
And then she's going to deal 2 damage.
Who's she? The Sim? Banksy?
Yeah, the Sim.
Okay.
Because it
I got confused by who she was.
And I dodged all 3 of them.
Okay.
All right, so that's the end of the round. So we'll shuffle up the initiative.
So that's 1 round that we've been through.
Yes.
We have 3 remaining to get to.
We'll use this die here to count down.
Well, wait, are you counting up or counting down?
I'm counting up.
Okay, because you said to count down.
Sorry.
We're on round 2.
We're on round 2. We need to be out. We need to stun 3 more Sims and be out the apartment by the end of the 4th round.
Okay.
So, first, it's Roman's turn.
Remember, I do at least have that cat video that we can distract with.
So I got 4 energy for Roman. Roll for more. So I get 1 more and another luck. So I think what I can do, I can spend all 5 energy.
Are you gonna be aggro or are you gonna be
I'll
sneaky?
be aggro.
Okay.
But I can spend all 5 energy and deal 2 impacts to the green Sim.
Okay.
So I think I will do that. So spend 5 to hit him for 2.
So boop boop.
Yeah. And now,
Is this supposed to be here? Or no?
yes.
Because that goes to 4, right? Because that's not. But
Well,
none
reset
of them need 4.
that one to 0.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I'll put it there so that way you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's the Sim's turn. It's the red Sim. Now, since he was stunned, the only thing he can do is get up for his turn.
Okay. So
that's it.
Okay. Phew.
Now it's Freya's turn.
All right. We'll take our 4 energy. We get 1 more and 1 luck. Where is Freya? Okay. If I move in with a yellow one, I would take a damage. And the green one was just... Oh, wait. I could move over and try to stun the green one with... That would at least...
It only needs 1 more, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to spend 2 to move 1. And then I am going to spend 3 luck to get another energy. So then I can use 4 to do impact. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that is enough to stun the green one.
That one back down there. Okay, so we've met half of the objective, or at least this part of the objective.
And your impact ability, you get 1 item. Since you're a trash panda, you just find stuff.
I'm a trash panda. I found a hollow projector. So use when Sims target any pet. So both of my items are for that. Space within 2 of this pet. Enemy instead.
Oh, you're faking them out.
I'm faking them out. That's kind of cool. All right, we need to remember what those do in case we need to use them to get out of here.
Right. And it's the blue Sim's turn.
Okay.
So the blue Sim, when moving out of his space, take 2 damage. Okay, but you're not moving out of his space.
Nope.
And did you go aggro?
Yes, because I definitely went kaplowy on them.
Yes.
I will say that's our apologies, because that's the one thing I think as we were playing it, we tend to
selecting whether we're going aggro or yeah. All right, so blue is going to move 2 spaces towards Freya. There's nobody there for him to damage. But look where he is. He's under the bookshelves. So now it is Jane's turn. So Jane gets her 4 energy. Oh, you got the dice.
I have the dice, sorry. Because I'm a dice goblin.
I get 2 more energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm going to go aggro this time.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, I had to see the costs for everything. So Jane is going to spend 1 to move into the study here. And then she's going to spend 2 energy. Knock those bookshelves over.
Yeah, I think it's only when you move out of a space with blue. Okay, so that's okay.
So it stuns
the
blue Sim. And read Interlude 2 for Chapter 1. When the Sims walks by the bookshelves, you push the shelf from the crack between the wall and the shelf with all your might, toppling the shelves and books on top of the strange human. Even the digital books do some damage, and they are down.
All right.
So that one is done.
Sweet. So we only have the yellow Sim that we still need to stun.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I still have 3 energy left. And the yellow Sim is at full health. So I could move back.
You'd have to spend some luck because you're just going to take 3 energy to impact.
Right. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to spend 1 energy, move back here into the yellow space, spend some luck to get an energy, and use that 3 energy for 1 impact on the yellow sim.
Okay.
And I get a movement, so I will move back out.
Now, when you leave, I don't know that you want to do that.
No, that one's he attacks as he
okay.
moves.
As he moves. Okay, never mind.
So that is Jane's turn.
Okay, that was a pretty productive turn.
So now we'll see what sims. It is the yellow sim.
Uh-oh. Yellow's going to retaliate.
So he's going to come after me.
Yep, makes sense.
And deal 2 damage. So I get to try to dodge it.
Wait. +1 damage dealt after each space move. So would it be?
So
They naturally do
3.
2. It'd be 3, right?
He's dealing 3.
Okay. And you get luck instead of dodge. Nope, not you. Uh-oh.
Well, that's not good because Jane is now at 1
health.
1 health.
That's not good. And we don't want Jane to get KO'd.
Oh, wrong deck. No, that's right.
That's right. We're done with that one.
All right. So it's Clay's turn.
Okay, Clay can heal really good, but getting to her is going to be complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because to heal, I have to be in the same space to heal another pet. You also could, on Jane's turn, you could have used the bandages.
No, I couldn't have because it was on the Sim's turn
That's
that
right.
she took
It was
damage.
on the Sim's turn that she took damage. Okay. And my hacking device. No, that's not going to do it. Okay, so that's one of these and one of these. Okay. So do I need to get to Jane first to be able to heal? Is that correct?
Yeah, you have to be in that spot.
Okay, so I'd have to use 2. Boop, boop, oh, shoot. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
I mean, you can.
Well, let's do, because I'm going to have to do 2. Boop, boop. So I'm down to 1 to just get into the. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. And then I'll use, I have exactly 3 luck. So it'll give me 1 more. And then I can spend 2 to heal Freya 3. Or not Freya, Jane 3.
Yeah. Thank you.
And we're getting closer. I know we still need to take care of the yellow one, but at least we are all getting closer to one side of the apartment.
And that's the green Sim's turn, so they just get up.
Okay. So the yellow one is, and there's 2 of us in there with the yellow one still.
Yep. All right.
And
now
needs 2 more Kaplowis.
We're on round 3.
So time-wise, I think we're doing okay.
We're doing good. We used one of the special things.
The pots and pans, I don't think are going to get used.
Nope. Everyone's chasing us out the back door.
Okay.
All right. Now, we'll figure this out.
All right. So
Jane's turn.
Oh, did you have leftover energy that you didn't convert last turn? You're still sitting on 3. Or did you do something? I felt like you used everything.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay, we'll just say that you did.
Okay, so yes, we'll move it back up to 4.
Because I thought that you did. Are you going aggro or are you going sneaky?
She's going aggro.
Okay.
So you get 1 more energy, 1 more luck. So the yellow is at 2.
So we just need 2 more?
Yeah.
Or 1 more?
Jane can't deal 2. So, but she's going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And deal 1 impact to the yellow. Oop. And then, and she gets to move 1 as part of her attack. So she'll move out to the back patio. And one of the things that she can do is she can give 1 of her energy to another pet within the same space. So actually, I think before before I attack and do anything else, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Give it to Clay.
Okay.
And then do the attack and move out.
Okay.
All right. So then that is her turn. So we'll do the Sim's turn now. Red.
Okay.
All the way over there. She's going
Yep.
to move 2.
Woo. You wrecked the apartment.
And she's going to deal 2 damage to Clay.
All right. So let's try to dodge. I did. Do I only dodge 1 or do I dodge both when
You
that
dodge
happens?
1.
Okay.
So she still takes 2 damage. Or 1 damage. Sorry.
I was like, I don't understand. Okay.
All right. So now it's on to the pet's turn. Freya.
All right. Freya, I guess,
So
gets her 1, 2, 3, 4. And then whoop and whoop. Everybody with Freya is feeling all right, right? Health-wise, we're
yeah.
okay. We're still in good shape.
Yep.
Okay. I think. I mean, I know we don't need to knock, but because like, what's she gonna do? If she's immediately when stunned, deal 2 damage. So I don't really want to stun the green sim again. Right? We don't want to do that.
No.
I mean, I could kick her a couple times just for funsies, but because really we just need it to be Clay's turn so that Clay can kick, bite, do dog-like things to the yellow sim and then get the heck out of there. Gains an item. Oh my gosh. Missing Freya's traits. When Freya gains an item from the deck, she may gain an extra item.
Oh.
So I should have more items, but I'm not going to go back and do that. That's just a oops on my part. Okay. Shoot. I guess I'm still going to go ahead and just spin 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at least kick at the... I didn't stun her.
Right.
And then we'll just add the other one to luck. Because I'm not sure what else to do in that case.
Now it's the Sim's turn, and it is the green Sim's turn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So the green Sim will just move towards the aggro. She's already there. And she will deal 2 damage to all pets.
Oh, boy.
So everyone will get a chance to dodge.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and go first. Nope. Just a look. So I'm taking 2 damage. I'm down to 4.
Right. And then Jane.
It's probably a good thing we gave Jane some healing.
Dodged both of them.
Okay.
And Roman. He's already reduced by 1. And he gets a luck. So he takes 1 damage, but he gains a luck.
All right.
All right. So now it's the pet's turn. It's Clay's turn.
All right. So Clay has that extra one.
So he'll start at 5.
4. He's starting at 5.
And then roll your dice.
And then 2 more. So we're at 7.
I have a feeling he's definitely going aggro.
Yep. And then so I really only need 1.
You only need 1.
I only need 1, and then that way I can move.
Right.
So we'll do the 1. Wait, I need to spin. Yeah, just 1 for 1.
And that's enough to knock
That's
him.
enough to stun the yellow one. Now, if I'm leaving any of these, am I going to take any more damage getting out of here?
Let's see. Red, no. Blue.
Yeah, so blue I will.
But blue is stunned.
But blue is stunned.
Which means he doesn't do anything.
So now is my chance to get the heck out of there.
Right.
Okay, and so I need to spend 2 energy to move 1. And that will complete all the objectives.
Right. So now we just need to read the conclusion for chapter 1. So this is conclusion 2 because we escaped out the back door.
Oh, okay.
After their success, the pets gathered at the back door. They looked back with relief at the chaos they had created, but they had only stunned the Sims, and some were already up on their feet. The pets quickly ran out of the house into the alley. Would this be their path to safety? So as a reward, we draw 5 level 1 charms.
Oh.
Which are similar to the pet collars. And each pet may select 1 charm to add to their board, so you're drafting
Yeah,
upgrades.
okay, that's cool.
Pets may then level up 1 of their charms to level 2, so either the new one you just got or the collar.
So a level 2 collar, you only have to spend 2 luck to gain 1 energy or dodge if within 1 space of another pet.
And it just as a note, pets may never have more than 3 charm cards.
Okay.
So you can have 3 items and 3 charms.
Okay, and it does say that on the board.
Yeah. And then next, since we have completed conclusion 2, proceed to chapter 2B, Alley Cat Mayhem.
Oh, and then that would set you up for the next.
Yeah, if we'd have escaped out the front door, there'd be a different
Interesting. That's really cool.
scenario for chapter 2.
You can switch it back to us.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how the actual gameplay goes. Obviously, like we mentioned before, you, like as we were showing here, you get to level stuff up, which I think is really, really cool because then it gets more powerful the more that you play it. And you get to level up your pets. So we were looking at some of that kind of stuff. So then it costs them different amounts to do different things. They get other abilities. I think their dodge damage even change. So there's a decent amount of things that as the game goes on, your pets get stronger. And then my guess is the Sims probably get a little stronger too.
I think they might. And there's also a boss Sim that we haven't dealt with yet.
Oh, man. So, yeah. So that's, like I mentioned in the beginning, I think this is a really fun family weight game.
Yes.
Especially kind of gets you into, like, I feel like it helps kids get a little bit immersed in the story because you're reading through the different scenarios. It is a really fun adventure game. You can change up the difficulty depending upon what kind of players that you have, or if you just want to play a game but you don't want it to completely beat you up. So you can go easy, medium, and then I think it goes.
Yeah, we played. This one was on medium.
Because there's a nightmare level too. Is it hard and then hard and nightmare? Okay, so there's 4 different levels that you can play. So let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to mention about this game.
It's just a nice light co-op.
But I think it gets chunkier as you play, which is really nice. Which I think if you're new to that, or again, if you have younger players, it helps you ease into. You're not just diving right into something super difficult, and I think that makes it more approachable, which is really nice.
Right. So this is if you're looking forward to playing heavier games like Gloomhaven with your family, but you're not sure that they'd be able that might be too heavy for them.
That's fair.
This is similar.
Yep. And it's got a great story behind it. They've done a really, really good job with those narratives. I like those a lot. So this one is not quite ready yet. Make sure that you're following Dead Alive Games so that you can be notified as soon as the crowdfunder goes live. It'll be on Kickstarter. And yeah, so this one will be available. I believe what they told me is around in April. Now, granted, that could change. And again, everything you saw today is a prototype. So any of that could change too between now and the final copy. But
like I said at the beginning, even the instructions are
a living adjusting a little bit.
Now.
Yep, for sure. I think that's
it.
Yeah. So just a little over an hour. We apologize for some of the technical issues on this one. We'll definitely make sure you follow our socials. We'll have some more pictures and some more info on this one so you can get some closer looks at the characters and the player boards and that kind of thing, since I know we were up kind of high tonight so that you could see everything all at once. But thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.
And we'll see you again next time. Have a good night.